Hi there, Kim Ressler with SNiP Nutrigenomics, back today with Nurse Andi Rainville. Hi, Andi, how are you today?
I'm great. Thanks, Kim.
I'm so glad that you could join me. What we're going to talk today about is, and one question I get all the time is, one, is this truly customized? Is the code complex truly customized for an individual? Two, how many ingredients could it actually have in it? And how could they do that all into one? How is this really for real? And it is really for real. So Nurse Andi and I are going to talk a little bit today about what everybody gets in their base formula, as well as some of the ingredients that you might find based in the boost. You can always find this information at www.snipnutrition.com, and you can download a sample code complex report so that you could see this information. But let's start out with, Nurse Andi, let's start with everything that is in everyone's formula and why we chose what we chose to be in everybody's formula. So everyone has a base, and it was a very thoughtful formula. And they found that nearly 80% of the population was deficient in some or all of these ingredients. Although in genetics, we aren't looking at your deficiencies, we're looking at your gene's ability to do something. This was something that we found that the most common ingredients that people needed. So we come from a place of prebiotics and digestive enzymes. That is what everybody's formula is going to include. Nurse Andi, if you could a little bit talk about why prebiotics and digestive enzymes are so important for anybody and for everybody.
Thank you. So I'm amazed with Code Complex and just the thoughtfulness that has gone into it, the research that is there to back it up that you can have easy access to, and just the sheer amount of whole food, micronutrients, macronutrients, the minerals, the vitamins, and some of the proprietary blends are amazing in this product.
Yeah, we haven't cut any corners, have we?
No, not at all. So prebiotics and enzymes are critical for you to be able to digest and absorb the nutrients. So many people will take a pill and then they see it in the toilet. Nothing has happened. And with this formulation, everything is the highest quality and bioavailability that we could source. And it is amazing how the different thoughtful process of putting nutrients that also enhance each other's efficacy. So it's 1 + 1 = 3 instead of 2. And it's just a brilliant formula.
Awesome. So prebiotics and digestive enzymes are in everyone's formula. Besides that, there's numerous fruit and vegetable powders that have a lot of great micronutrients, as well as certain vitamins and minerals that we all need as well. There's a couple of other special proprietary ingredients that are in the base formula, and everything that we do is in a clinical dose. So let's talk about, Andi, can you tell me a little bit about one of the proprietary ingredients? Is called AC11. It's in everyone's formula. Can you give me a little bit of information about what AC11 does?
AC11 is like magic. It is amazing for anti-aging properties. And so it's going to support how our DNA repairs. And there's the part of our DNA, which is almost like the ends of a shoelace. They're called telomeres. And that is going to give you the length, the longevity of your genetic capacity to repair and make new cells and do new proteins.
Are you saying that AC11 has been proven to help lengthen and strengthen telomeres?
Yes, and it's so exciting because it's a new field to even be able to measure telomeres. And the studies have shown that it definitely helps with that DNA repair and the telomere lengthening, which is amazing. But it also helps with collagen production, so your skin looks better. It helps with how our nerve functioning happens. So especially, babies of the 80s and 90s, we listen to really loud music and hearing becomes a problem. So there's been studies that AC11 can actually help with the nerves that create hearing for us. And it really is supportive in creating a healthy inflammatory response, which we know inflammation is important in the right amount at the right time, but left out of sorts, it can create havoc within the body. So AC11 is fantastic at all of those things. But then we coupled it with frankincense, which has, been used in healing for thousands of years, as well as astaxanthin. And astaxanthin is another one of those amazing anti-aging support measures. So it's this beautiful blend that's really going to help our bodies stay in their optimal functioning for the longest time possible.
So awesome. Everyone's formula contains these ingredients. So a lot of people say, what could I expect? So you hit a few different areas there, and I just want to recap them really quick before we move on to the customization. So a couple of the areas that you hit for me, supporting inflammation, supporting skin. Not only that, the prebiotics and digestive enzymes supporting gut health, which obviously would support mood. So these are some really key ingredients that that all of the population needs. So let's talk then, because so many people say, can you truly customize? Do you truly customize? So based on the genes that we do look at, we can formulate one in nearly 400 million different variations of the customized formula. So Andi, when we are looking at specific genes, we have something that we call boost based on the function of the gene. And I'd love to hear a little bit more about some of the different blends or boosts that could be in somebody's supplement.
Definitely. Well, this is really part of that simplicity brought home easily. It is looking at, do I have one or two variants? Because that's going to change how much support I need. Everybody needs what we get in the support of the base. But then depending on our variants, we get extra amounts of specific nutrients that we know, scientifically proven, will support that variant, whether it's a little bit or a lot. And, one of the things that I think about often is everybody needs CoQ10 to make energy, to run their cellular function. But if you have an NQ01 mutation, you are going to have different needs for ubiquinone versus ubiquinol. And depending on how much, you will get a different milligram dosage of that. That's one of the brilliance of SNiP Nutrigenomics, is that specifically off of your unique picture, your genetic expression, you will get the right amount of nutrients to support you, which I haven't seen anybody else do that.
So Nurse Andi, I know that I've been into the drugstore numerous times and looking at the shelves, and CoQ10 is something that you always see. And I mean, it's that guess, your hands are going, what is right for me? Because it does. Some people need ubiquinone, some people need ubiquinol, and some people need a combination of both so that your body can do. And you're saying your genetics ultimately dictate and tell us so that we know specifically what you need and why you need it. Is that right?
Yes, and how much of it you need also.
That's fascinating. So, I mean, that's something that just in time of always trying to figure out to feel my best or do my best, I didn't know. And now I automatically, I know what I need, why I need it. And SNiP has the ability to just formulate. So there's no more guesswork. There's no guessing for me. It's just done. So is there another boost or another group of ingredients that you feel are really great? I mean, when somebody downloads a sample code complex report, they can see the list, because we can have up to nearly 80 ingredients depending on your genetic profile. So Andi, are there any other areas that you think are really important that somebody would like to hear about the supplement?
Well, I think knowing that there are things like, broccoli sprouts to support liver function and detoxification. I think knowing that If you need active forms of methylated B vitamins, they're in that particular boost for MTHFR. And in the right amount. Also, one of the things I think is important is what's not in this supplement.
I agree.
This is really important. A lot of people are, we can pick a pill or a powder, either one. If you don't like to swallow pills, get the powder. There is no magnesium stearate in any of it. There is no dairy, no nuts, no soy. It's gluten-free and it's non-GMO, which are really important factors across the board for everybody.
Well, I think another thing that's really important too is that every single ingredient that goes into your custom formula is third-party tested for purity, efficacy, and to know that it doesn't have anything in it that it shouldn't have in it. And that is one thing that we like to do. So here at SNiP, we want to push forward the ability and the ease of customizing for individuals. We are in the day and age now and we're not the healthiest population right now. We want to see people have longevity, living their best, feeling their best for as long as they can. We want to push the limit on customized nutrition in the form of supplementation for people that the masses can afford. So thank you so much for being with us today. Andi, thank you so much. You're always a wealth of knowledge about ingredients, genetics, how they interplay in the body. And I thank you so much.
Happy to be here with you all. Thank you.